What up, party people? This is my kind of update and kind of spurred by the corona thing. I guess we'll call it that. Mostly what it's going to be is an update on the truck. I'll get that out of the way for the people who give a shit, and then I'll just kind of ramble for a bit after that. So, originally the plan was to have the engine ready to go in the truck by the new year, and then work on the truck after that, and that didn't happen. Basically, you can spend a lot of money really quick on truck parts, and that's just how that goes, and anyone who's done that can confirm that. Whereas with the golf cart, you can spend $50 on some parts during the week, and that will give you enough to work on to keep you busy for the whole weekend. So with my work schedule and all that stuff, I was just kind of coming home on the weekends, working on stuff, and that was it. And it was just more feasible in many ways to do the golf cart instead. So as a result, the truck got pushed back a bit, which is fine. It is what it is. And I still had have a running and driving 6.5 truck, which was at least usable to some degree. Now, the tranny on the truck, unsurprisingly, is kind of fucked again. And I don't know if it's missing third or if the converter's not locking or what, but basically around town, next to impossible to drive it. On the highway, no problem at all, but that's that. So I've been, in the last month or so, I've been putting an emphasis again on buying parts and kind of getting ready, and the plan until a couple weeks ago was get the golf cart and the tractors ready for plow day. We were going to take Kyle's mega cab to plow day and then work on the truck once we got back. And the deadline for the truck got moved to Bloomsburg 4-wheel jamboree, which is in July sometime. So that was the plan. And then with this coronavirus and the effects that it's having on everything, now it's looking like plow day is going to be canceled, which is obviously a disappointment, but it is what it is at this point. It's probably the smart move, which now it's like, obviously there's less of a priority put on getting the golf cart and the tractors and all that stuff ready, so now we can start working on the truck again, and this and that, so that's one aspect of it. Now the other aspect is still got to spend a lot of money to get the truck done, and it's kind of an uncertain time that we're entering into right now, where money's probably going to be tighter for most folks than usual. I by no means am wealthy, and I need to be careful with what I'm spending and that sort of thing. So kind of just knocking away at what parts I am able to get. So like today, I just went and picked up motor mounts for it. But in the last month or so, I've gotten conversion motor mount plates for the motor from the diesel page, which I think, actually now that I think of it, I think I have a video of that. Maybe not. Oh no, you know what? Don't know. Anyway, I got those. I got a new transmission mount. I got a master cylinder for an NV 4500, which I'm going to have to adapt to work with the slave on the ZF. Like I said, motor mounts today. Picked up a yoke for the 11.5-inch rear end that I'm going to be putting in it. So just kind of chipping away at stuff. Realistically at this point, I need a harness, I need a clutch, and drive shafts. And that's probably an endless list of little odds and ends and stuff like that too. But as far as kind of big ticket items, that's what's left. I did get, I got injector hold downs and bolts for that, because we broke a lot of bolts off, taking the old heads off, and I figured, you know, there is a billet kit that you can get for them with ARP studs and stuff like that, which is all well and good, but is probably definitely overkill for where I'm at right now with it. You know, that's probably going to be like down the road a little bit when I do a pump and injectors and turbo and all that crap. So that's the update on the truck. It's still together. It's drivable if need be, but I don't make an effort to drive it right now. Been driving the car mostly. Yeah, so that's that. As far as the golf cart goes, you guys have been seeing the updates there, and there's another video that is in the works, probably will be released or similar time to this video, and just working on like the back seat and the roof and the front clip and all that stuff. Went to Tractor Supply this morning and got a bunch of hardware for it, so that's been a pretty fun project. Couple kinks to work out within the drivetrain, but for the most part the thing's pretty solid. Pretty sure the head gasket's already blown, don't know. It makes like 6 or 7 pounds of boost pretty consistently, so wouldn't be surprised if the head gasket is in fact leaking, which it does appear to be wet where the jug meets the head, so I think that's probably more than likely at this point. Tractors, no update, haven't done anything with them. I was planning on just kind of getting them ready like the week before plow day, which, as said, now that appears to not be happening, they'll probably just continue to sit for a little bit until I make time for them. So that's the update. You know, as said, the plan for the truck was to have it ready for Bloomsburg, which is in July. I'm ready for the truck to have a Duramax in it, and I'd like it to happen sooner than later. Whether Bloomsburg even happens or not is another question at this point, but hopefully we get that done. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the continued patronage over the years and all that stuff. We recently hit 2,900 subscribers, which is a pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Insignificant number, but just kind of nice that it's a round number, and I have an OCD strain for round numbers. So anyway, quick plug for Kyle. If anyone isn't watching his stuff already, definitely go check out his videos, Talbot Industries. He does stuff that's pretty cool and in most cases a lot more interesting than what I'm doing. And a lot of my stuff wouldn't be possible without him. So if you made it this far into the video, go check out his stuff, and he's the man. So that's it. 8 minutes, long enough. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.